Cheers. Cheers, everyone. Cheers and welcome. Tastes like victory, man. This shit tastes like victory. Man, it is late. But guess what? I'm here. I'm with packed lunch. I have come with packed dinner. I'm that tired. My voice is gone from the protest screaming, from celebrating. Big up the Planet Fast residents and the members. Love, man. Thank you for joining. But I'm here, man. Everybody can have a say today. Everybody can have a say today. I'm gonna drop the StreamYard link um on the members chat and on the family chat so people can come through. People can come through and vent and let all that pent up frustration out because today is a good day. Tonight is a good night. Tonight is a good night, man. What have we just witnessed? What just happened? I still feel like part of me still feels like it wasn't real. Part of me still feels like it wasn't real. This shit was not real, man. What have we just witnessed? There's hope. There is hope. I can't believe what I just witnessed. Klopp is in the mud. Klopp is in the mud. We're here. Man United is here. They told me that I was delusional when I said we're gonna win. They told me I was delusional when I said we're gonna win. They told me what happened. What happened? They said club football. They said Malassia's getting fed to the Lions. What happened? And guess what? It only gets better because Anthony's arriving. Casemiro's here. What the hell just happened? Griggs, break it down for me.
Bro, yo, it was a movie today. It was a movie. Absolutely incredible. Lissandro Martinez, the greatest center back that ever existed. No one's ever better than him. No one's better than him. Who's better than him?
They mocked the man's height. These fuckers mocked this man's height. They mocked his height. Wait, Awabidi, talk to me, man. Your boy did something today. Who was this McTominay?
That's
Who was
that's
this McTominay?
I've been saying it, Mike. What grips my grips? Any comments? Because I remember you were going at it, giving me stats, doing that. I always come for receipts. I don't forget. People tell me. I think I've said it over and over again. Fred and McTominay, they do not complement themselves. They make each other run different races, and that is why their gameplay is affected. When you have one of them on the pitch, the football is different. The two of them together, disaster all the way. It's been long I've actually watched the match against Liverpool and come out smiling. It's been long. This feels good. And we've not even gotten our primary targets into the midfield yet. Imagine when they come. Imagine when they come. Teams will fear us. I just hope we carry this momentum to Southampton. The only downside to this match that I actually wasn't really happy about is the fact that Salah got to score. They didn't deserve to get a single goal in that match. They did not deserve it. They couldn't go through the middle. They were going through the side all through the match, trying to overload us like they usually do. But no, oh Malasia, oh Lisandro, man, we've suffered from Shaw and Harry. I hope for the sake of the honorary crown they've given to
I'm
them.
so emotional. We've been suffering so bad. We've been suffering so bad. I've lost my voice. We have been suffering so bad. What happened when Maguire got dropped? What happened when Ronaldo got dropped? What happened when Shaw got dropped? Sell them while the market is still open. Sell them. Sell them. Get someone else in, I swear to God, but sell
But
these lot.
fans, we can't sell them. We need people to go to Kazakhstan. We need people to travel for us. We need people to go and play in the Europa and come back and let us still have our fresh starting 11. Let them go and do the dirty work and the big boys can pick it up when we've made it through. That is what we should be after now. Man, we've suffered from Shaw and Nari. Hopefully the coach sticks with this starting level and not cave to pressure. And I'm glad Carragher can finally shut up about this whole
He
height.
can shut the fuck up. He
His
can
height.
shut the fuck up. How about that? He was dissing Martinez, and Martinez had how many players by the chokehold? How many players did Martinez have by the chokehold? Scott,
11.
welcome. Trish,
Yeah,
welcome.
okay.
Scott, break it down to me, man. How you feeling?
Yeah, I'm happy. I wasn't really, I wasn't bothered in it. Well, I did want us to win, but it was more about getting the protest thing, wanting the Glazers out. But
We'll come to
it
that.
was,
We'll talk about that as well.
yeah, we played well tonight, yeah. And as for Maguire, Shaw, nah, they ain't getting back in that team now. Stay on the
Thank
bench.
you. Thank you.
Let them hang out on the bench, fellas.
Thank
For
you.
sure.
Not a chance I'm letting them back. You can't have them in that team, mate. Not a chance.
You cannot. You
L-
cannot.
literally, Martinez tonight. My goodness, bro. Wow.
He's scared. He had Martinez, or not even Malacia. I was Salah getting past him. He wasn't. He might have got past him a couple of times, or maybe once or twice, but he still got back there and put the tackle in and stops it.
I'm saying they're knocking Mo Salah around like he's the football.
I am
Yeah,
so tired. I spent so many hours. I went to the ground about 2.5 hours early. I did my protest. I vlogged it for you lot so you lot can go and see it. I
yeah.
protested at the protested at the one of the pub. I fucking can't even remember the name of the pub. Then from there, I walked to the Trinity outside the megastore, did my protest there, went to the Munich tunnel, did my protest there. Then I went and queued up and got inside and obviously did what I needed to do there. Um, I didn't spend any money inside. I was very surprised. And I tell you what, we'll come, we know what, empty Old Trafford will come to that. We'll come to empty Old Trafford because yet today was empty Old Trafford day, right? We'll come to that. But
Yeah. But
I'm
yeah, well,
just
on the
Trish,
same.
hold on, oh, Scott. Trish,
Yeah,
talk to me. Talk to me. Break it down what you saw on TV today.
I saw beauty,
Hey,
just
hey,
basic
come on.
basic football beauty. Like that's what we've been lacking for a very long time. Very, very long time.
This
That's
is
all.
Jurgen Klopp's
Nah,
Liverpool.
I love like I've been using like a bottle to pack Jurgen Klopp's tears after the game because the first game he said that the field was wet. Second game he said that what did he even say? What was his excuse? Now
The
today he's
grass
saying
was
that
too green, yeah?
yeah. No,
yeah.
no. What was it? The grass was too dry, or whatever else. Jurgen Klopp comes out
No,
with
no.
some.
Today he's today he said that that he should have won that game.
Oh yeah, today, yeah. Come on with that one, yeah. I seen that. Yeah, we should have won that game. Was you watching the same game, mate?
Oh, win what?
How on earth is he saying we should have won that game? Someone needs to grab this man and give him a shake. What is he on about? He
Bro,
will blame, he's gonna blame the protest, the flares. Listen, let me tell you one thing. And I'll let Ed Woodward go after this as well because tonight is you lot night. I say a lot of shit all the time, but it's for you guys today. Um, I want empty Old Trafford hashtag in every fucking game because the atmosphere today. I have been to so many stadiums. I have been to um so many games at Old Trafford. I've been to Man City Stadium, all the stadium. Never have I ever felt this type of energy in the Old Trafford. Never. The seats for sure were not empty. I can assure you that. You'll see from my vlog, anyways. The seats were not empty. But never have I ever witnessed another away team especially Liverpool, being dead silence, nothing, and the whole of Old Trafford, and I'm talking the whole of it, just fucking going sick. Glazers out, we want Glazers out. Stand up if you want Glazers out. All the chants, freaking United chants, everything that you could have asked for, it was there today. I was shocked. I couldn't believe, like I said, I couldn't believe myself. Ed Woodward, go and talk to me. Break it down for me. And
Just
I'm
from the
eating.
forward
Just so
line,
the people
watching
know.
Rashford's movement,
Oh, hold
man.
on, Edward. Just so the people. Yes, I am eating. Yes, it's been a long day, so let me eat. Go on, Ed Woodward.
Yeah, bro, you gotta eat, keep your strength up. We need you at the next game too. But with the forward line, Elanga running down the wings, running that Trent, Rashford trying to break through the middle, Sancho doing his thing, sitting James Milner down right in front of the goal. It's wonderful. These are the things that we want to see all the time. For
Yeah, but he
Elanga, it
used
was a
that
bit
Allison
unlucky.
the wrong way as well, though. Now that was funny. That
Talk to me, Awabidi, and then we'll come to you, Griggs. Talk to me about Elanga. What did you lot think of Elanga? Obviously, he came off first after first half.
You know what? I was on the space when the match started, and I made a statement. I said this new coach we have. The beauty of having him is the fact that teams don't know how we play now. They don't know who is coming. They don't know who to prepare for. I'm telling you, other coaches we have, we can know. Oh, no matter what happens, Ronaldo stays up front. No matter what happens, Ronaldo will be up front. No disrespect to him, he is the GOAT. But at the same time, teams shouldn't be able to predict who we're using up front. You see, with Liverpool, sometimes they go with Salah. When they had Mane, Salah, Mane, Jota. Diaz, Mane, Jota. Like there's this switch of play around them. Like they don't know what they're bringing. So Elanga coming in felt like a big surprise to me because I really didn't see that coming. And he came and he did the job. His job. He could have even gotten a goal if he had been a little bit lucky. But in football, you don't need luck sometimes. So to me, he played a good game, but I'm glad he was removed in the first half of the match. Then maybe he comes in next and puts in a decent shift. That is how you use young boys. You do not throw them in till they get eaten. When you see they've had a good game, bring them out to build confidence. When he's coming in the next game, I'm telling you, he will do better than he has done today. That is what I think on Elanga.
Griggs, talk to me about
So
Elanga. Yeah,
sorry,
please go ahead.
Fats.
Yeah.
I fully agree with Awebidi. Awebidi, I don't know if you were there when I was having that argument with Ugo that night. That I said that the reason why we feel Elanga is so terrible. I'm not saying he's good, but the reason why we feel he's terrible is because of how the team was last season, and Elanga is currently a squad player, and he will only get better if he works on himself and if the team is okay. And today's game was an example of that, and it shows you that this guy is going to be one of those players if he works under the right coach, and he's really lucky to be working under ETH. So I will just stop there.
Talk to me, Griggs. Talk to me about Elanga and then David De Gea.
For
Had to bring up Jay real quick.
Talk to me.
for
Talk to
Lingo,
me.
I mean, I did my match reaction. I gave everyone like a 7 out of 10 at least minimum. Elango was part of that. Obviously, his miss was absolutely atrocious because he had the whole goal to pretty much score. But Allison also did well spreading himself out. But it was a terrible miss. But off the ball, he was incredible. He was cooking Trent, even though Trent is not the hardest person to cook in the world. He strips for everyone that plays left wing, but still did a good job. And I agree with the substitution that Ten Hag did. It was clear in the second half he wanted more of a technical front three, and that's why I brought in Martial to kind of to do that. But Elanga did his job. It showed that when what Ten Hag asked of him, he will do, and he was really good in tracking back. Because on the ball, we weren't the best on the ball, but off the ball, we were exceptional. We outran Liverpool, and we all know Liverpool are known for their sprinting, their running, their pressing, everything, and we outmatched them in that, which shows that Ten Hag kicked these guys up the ass last week. So As for De Gea, I think Marcel said this, or someone said it. They made the game easy for him because Ten Hag's instructions were just to kick long. He didn't do a good job of it because he was kicking it out of bounds every third kick, in my opinion. But or kicking into no man's land. But he still did a decent job of claiming crosses. Made a couple nice saves. I think the one where Martinez bounced off Martinez and he like pushed it around the goalpost, that was decent. But I still want another keeper. I'm not changing my stance on De Gea.
I'd say he commanded his box kind of well today overall. You know, he like you said, he came out, he made his catches, he made his saves. You know, the goal from Mo Salah was, I wouldn't say is necessarily skillful. He was just in the right place at the right time.
It was just unlucky. It was very, very unlucky. I've replayed that goal about 20 times, and it was very unlucky because Martinez could have blocked that goal, and the ball goes past his shoulder. Very unlucky. Ed Woodward, talk to me, and then we'll come to Scott. Talk to me about.
Yeah, man.
Start with. We'll talk about Liverpool players because.
Oh my days, Virgil, bro.
Yeah, I want to talk to me about some Liverpool players. Tell me about some Liverpool players. What did you think about some of them?
Oh man. From the hype of what they're supposed to be to the downfall of what we saw today, it's mad. It looks like their team has no coordination. You know, you have Thiago on the bench, Darwin Nunez on his red card. They're cutting to those guys every 5 minutes on the screen, you know. To see Milner and Virgil on the pitch fighting each other, I mean, as a United fan, that's great for me because that shows they have no coordination at all. And that's going to give us the opportunity to do exactly what we need to do, which is win the game. And we did. So it's great.
What about Trent?
Trent getting cooked down the line. I mean, Elanga did run into him once or twice, but when Martial came on, it was over from there. All he could do was cross the ball from 40 yards out and hope that Robertson was going to pick it up in the right position. And even then, when he did, nothing came of it.
Scott, talk to me about some of the Liverpool players. What did you think of them today?
Well, to be honest, me personally, I don't really rate him, that Andy Robertson or Trent Alexander. I mean, yeah, he is good at putting balls in the such, Trent Alexander. Van Dijk, he's 30, 31. He's kind of finished. And that Joe Gomez, or whatever he's called, is he called Gomez? Yeah. And then you've got Henderson. They're all aging. Me personally, I think it might be they need to buy new players now, and they've not got them after. Salah, I mean, me personally, I think one of the things that they did wrong was letting Mane go.
100%.
I mean, I've been seeing the Mane curse online on Twitter all afternoon.
Let me tell you something. Klopp has been stubborn and decided to keep these older players instead of filtering them out. Obviously, he's calling out the owners as well recently. He's going to call out the owners. But this thing where Hendo, the midfield without Thiago, Van Dijk, Firmino, yeah, Liverpool ain't doing shit. I'll be very, 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 very not surprised if Liverpool end up 5th or 6th.
No, you could see it happening. I can see it happening now. I mean, that's the first time they've ever lost the first 3 games. If it's all not lost, sorry, not won a game in the first 3 games of a season.
Milner, Hendo, and Elliott. That midfield is shocking. That is shocking.
Elliott was on him.
Nowhere. You're not making it good. I have Casemiro. We have half Fred. We have Van der Beek. Okay, half. We have Frankie de Jong. Fingers crossed, maybe coming in. Bruno, Eriksen, levels. And when I said we're coming above Arsenal, they didn't believe in me. They
You all
didn't believe
lie.
in me.
If we continue to play the same way as what we played today, I think I can't see us not getting top four. I've got a son. He sat and watched the match with me, and he said the way the rest of the Premier League are playing in a minute. Well, some of the other teams where Chelsea are playing, and we can come maybe finish second. I know he's been a bit optimistic, but you know, if you get the players in that we do get in, I don't know.
Right. We
Trish,
need the longevity of Varane and Martinez to be maintained. So I hope right now these guys are in their ice baths, checking on their cramps that they had at the end, because the fitness levels that they showed today were amazing, but we need that 35 more times, right? So
Yeah, but she like that fitness level thing, yeah. She like the way they was going down with the cramps sort of thing, yeah. It's a bit of a continental thing. They tend to do that when they try to run the clock down.
Trish, talk to me about let's start off with the back line. Talk to me about Jadon Sancho. Not Jadon Sancho, sorry. Dallo. I'm looking at a picture of Jadon Sancho, so I blurted it out. But talk to me about Dallo.
Of course,
Um,
you know that Jadon Sancho is my star boy, so I have
oh, okay.
nothing.
You want to start with Jaden? We can start with Jaden.
No. I'm going to go to the back line because
Okay.
Varane commanded the back line so well. Like I can't even like I was so surprised because I don't think in the whole of last season till yesterday I have never seen Varane so vocal in a United shirt. Like I have never seen him like giving out instructions, telling Martinez where to be, telling Malaysia where to be, telling Dallo like where to be. And before the start of the game, I was like, "Oh my goodness, it's going to be Dallo versus Luis Diaz." But I was actually surprised that Dallo was able to, even though he wasn't really doing as well as Malaysia. Like Malaysia had Salah in his pocket for like over an hour. I didn't
My
at
goodness, right?
at
My
some point.
goodness.
At some point, I think even Awebidi had to ask, "Is Salah in this game?" Because I stopped seeing Salah, honestly. I think it was like 70th. Like it was the time Fred came in. I don't know really know what happened, but the minute Fred came in, Liverpool started like raising shoulder. It was as if they were trying to like dominate the game. But before Fred came in, like Malaysia was having Salah for breakfast. Like he was just Salah would have been like, "Oh my god,
Salah
who
on
is this
toast.
guy? Who is this guy?" And then somebody said something that has been making me laugh all night. The person said that bump that Martinez bumped into Salah, it's probably rattled Salah. So that's why we didn't see much of the Egyptian Pharaoh. But honestly, the backline today was solid, was really, really solid. And going forward, I still feel like Dallo still needs to improve. But that left side for me is just balanced. It's a scary left side. Malasha and Martinez. Oh my god. EPL teams are going to cry. We got
Let
they
me show
are
you guys
going to
something.
cry.
Let me show you guys something right now. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Oh my days.
Oh, that's mad. Oh,
Now you just have to
Come
win
on.
in this world of football. You just have to win, win or be trolled, win or be trolled.
This is amazing.
My
This is
wow, they've done a
sensational.
drill.
I won't lie to you. It feels good to be on the winning side. It feels good. It's been a long time coming.
Sensational. Let me even tweet Grace. Sensational. I'm a troll. I am a troll. Do you guys not know this already? I'm a troll, man. Man, Gatsby, congratulations. Welcome. Congratulations. Round of applause for Gatsby, man.
Yeah,
My
come
people,
on.
my people. How you
Gatsby,
guys?
you made it out the hood.
How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Can somebody call PSG on the phone? That'll be 100 million in cash, baby. That'll be 100 million in cash, baby. Listen. We'll be for this shit, okay? I was talking to Marcus Rashford a couple minutes ago. I just had to tell you guys we're back, okay? All that struggle, all that pain, we do it for United. We're red, true and true. We fight for the bars, true and true, okay? But yeah. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. Um, Ten Hag made some big decisions tonight. Um, some really big ones. The first one is Harry Maguire being on the bench. The second one was Luke Shaw on the bench, and at halftime, a lot of people were arguing that Elanga was having a good game, and I was like, you need to take Elanga out and bring in Martial, and then our front three will be more fluid because Liverpool were getting on top of us in the game, and we needed like an outlet. So bringing on Martial during the 45 minutes interval was a stroke of genius. I mean, I would have started him in the game anyway, but I guess he's not fully fit, so just give him 45 minutes. Before I go to Varane and Lisandro Martinez and Malacia, both three of them had a good game. I remember saying last week, I just believe Anthony Martial makes us play a different way. I believe he plays the first two games. I believe we have a different game because
That's right.
what happens is at every aspect of being a center forward, he has it. It's just that he doesn't show his body language doesn't look like he wants to play. But at every aspect of being a center forward, he has it. So if you want him to drop deep like Firmino and pick up the ball, he would do it. If you want him to be a back to the box striker, he would do it. If you want him to be in the box, he would do it. Um, Brentford and Brighton did not respect us. They just pressed us. And if we had a center forward that can hold up the ball and give our players more time to breathe, we would have had better games in the first two games. It was just so obvious. Like what they trained for in the preseason, they were missing a vocal point nine, you know. So I knew if he played, we'll have a better game. I just knew if he played, our game will be a little bit more fluid.
Listen,
Marcus Rashford starting as
one second,
striker.
Gatsby, let me just piggyback off what you said on Martial. Listen, Martial is not just any number 9. The way this boy is able to keep the ball glued to his feet,
It's beautiful.
he does this.
Bro, when he brought the ball down in the center of the pitch and flicked straight through to Rashford, man.
How does he? The way he drop? Oh my lord! It
Yeah,
is
it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And people will argue with me. I'll tell them I will take Martial over Ronaldo, and they'll argue with me. I'm like, I get it. Your nostalgia for Ronaldo is fine. He's the GOAT. He will give you goals in the box. But when it comes to total overall team play, you need a glue. And God bless the GOAT, but this guy gives you something different in a fluid front three. Because it's like when Liverpool were winning leagues, like Firmino was so important. That one player that can glue it together because you have inverted forwards. So it's beautiful to see. That was number one. Number two was Lisandro Martinez is a different kind of player. We've been begging for a centre back that is just aggressive as hell for a very long time. We've gone through a load of centre backs in this club since Fernand Vidic left. We haven't had a centre back that was this skillful with this level of awareness and aggression. And the last one we had was Marcos Rojo, but he doesn't have the brain. These Argentinian and Brazilian guys that have this amount of passion and skill, it doesn't matter what you think about them. They are going to fight like hell. They take this football thing serious. It's not a joke to them, you know. They take it really serious. When Casemiro comes in, we're gonna see a whole level of aggression also. So this is about to go up a notch.
Let me
As
tell
for
you.
Varane,
Let me ask this. Let me ask this. Casemiro, Anthony, Eriksen, Martinez, Malacia, and fingers crossed, Frankie De Jong. Chakadi, welcome. I'll start with you. Do you think we can go for a cup run and we can become top three?
If we get those three players, if we get those three players, we make it to the Europa League's finals, and we make top four.
Chakadi, are you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, big ups, Faz. Man, congratulations, you guys. Man, it's
Thank
unfortunate.
you, thank you.
I didn't see the game.
What?
As a matter
Oh
of
my
fact,
days, bro.
Wait. Network issues.
Send him
Network
to come.
issues. That is criminal. How have you not seen
No,
the game
time is
finished how long
time
ago
is
and you still haven't gone and watched the game, Chakadi? What is going on?
nah, I just got up right now.
What? Okay, to like in Chakadi's defense, he does live in Japan, so the timing is crazy. So okay.
Man,
Yeah,
man.
fair enough.
After those two games, I was like, man, nigga, I need to get some sleep, man. I'm not about to, be up all night and just watch another shit show. But yeah, it
Wow.
is what it is.
What
Chakadi,
a shit
did I
show, though.
did,
Oh,
did
you're
I
gonna
not
like
say
this
it
one,
anyway?
bro.
Yeah,
You gotta
yeah.
watch the 90 and 20.
Everything wasn't even before the game, right? Yeah, we know Liverpool have not really been up there, but everything surrounding the game wasn't looking good for me. Casemiro is coming in today. The Glazers are about to, officially put him out there, and there'll be a protest. I was just thinking, man, the timing for this unveiling of Casemiro is not right. The Man United fans will be protesting outside the stadium and come back into the game and applaud Casemiro and all that stuff. It's just not a good thing. I was just like, man, I just better go to sleep, man.
I'll
Yeah,
say
but
something. I'll say um is some of the players look like they were playing for their family members. Some of the players look like they want to be here. They want to be part of this organization and this movement. The protest as well was very, very, very successful. Very successful. You all know my take on the protest and how I looked at it, and I thought, I need to be safe, I need to be aware, I need to be vigilant. But guess what? It was so good. There was no animosity. There was no stress. There was no pushing and shoving. There was absolutely no issue whatsoever. Absolutely no issue whatsoever. The whole situation with the what do you call it, protest and the walk was absolutely fine. I do not know if you have been able to see my protest video, but I am going to share it with you so you can see. Here you go on the screen. You should be able to see it.
Yeah, I was watching
That
it when
was
you went
the
live, Faz.
Oh, brilliant. So you'd know that was the pub. That's called the Tollgate Pub. That's where it
Yeah, yeah.
started. Yeah, you have kids climbing lampposts and traffic lights. And guess what? I wanted to do it too, but I don't have the physicality. So I said, no, I'm not breaking my leg today. But it was good. I felt safe. And not one point did I feel like things are gonna kick off or things were looking aggressive. There were women there, there were children there were families there. Everybody was fine. Everybody was fine. And you saw my actually the crazy thing is, Scott mentioned you saw my live, so you know everything was fine. You saw
Yeah,
me walk all the way to the stadium.
yeah.
yeah, I was actually worried because I was thinking, how
And
this thing goes, right? We could
And I
just
was
go there
alone
and
as
do a
well.
protest.
Yeah. So I was with Cam. I dropped Cam off. And then I said, I'm going to go alone, do my protest, and then meet Marcel and make sure Marcel is okay. So I made sure I dropped Cam off to his friend so he's not alone. And then in I went with my everything. And then I think there was a bit outside as well. There you go. Where's this? No, this is still there. Oh, this is in the Munich tunnel. We did our thing in the Munich tunnel as well. Yeah, this is the away entrance. Some of the away fans are there, but that was good as well, man. And then yeah, that's it. I got some more footage that I might try and upload later, but most of the footage is on the live anyways, you lot saw. But it was great. There was no issue. The protest was very good. I think the main thing is, are we able to keep this going on week in, week out? That's
No,
the
we
most.
need to keep that going. We need to keep that going. That needs to keep going now.
I'll tell you one thing though. Empty Old Trafford, the hashtag started a movement, but sorry, if you can mute your mic, everybody, just in case. Empty Old Trafford started a movement, but it didn't. It did. It did the total opposite. There was more people than I've ever seen in Old Trafford. I've never seen this many people in Old Trafford. It was so busy. I'll come to Griggs. Griggs, talk to me about the front line and the front line in difference between Elanga, Rashford, and Sancho to Sancho. To Rashford, Martial, and Sancho, and also talk to me a bit about Anthony. What happens to all this situation when Anthony comes in?
So yeah, like the first half was all about transition, pressing from the front, and then it was kind of how similar how Newcastle played Man City on yesterday. We kind of set up in a similar way, press from the front, but also drop into like a deep block if need be, and press in a 4-4-2, which is what we did. And then it worked because obviously we had a lot of pace in the attack. Sancho, Rashford, Elanga, it was all fluid. And then Ten Hag said, second half, we need to keep this lead. So let me go a little more technical. Brought in Martial. Rashford went to the left, was allowed to be more his direct self. While the first half, he just had to run the channels, which he did really well. And he was actually able to stay on side a lot of the times, which was a big worry of mine. So he did that well. Second half, like I said, more technical. Rashford was cooking Trent, did a nice little nutmegs, and he tried the knuckleball. Didn't work out, but still a great move. The goal you saw, it was kind of like out of the 1920 playbook, because this game kind of reminded me of like when we used to beat the big teams in 1920. We just hit them on the break. We were good off the ball and everything. And Martial and Rashford, individual brilliance kind of helped. And you saw that with that goal. Martial, nice little flick around the corner. Rashford ran onto it, which, by the way, I don't know if you saw, he was only onside because of the new VAR rule during the summer, which is, thanks VAR. I appreciate all the help that we could get. But
break down the new VAR rule because it goes over my head actually.
It's like it's giving more benefit of the doubt to the attackers. Like they're changed like the
Yeah, it
direction
has
of the
to be
line.
a full centimeter off, right? Unless they're not gonna give it as an offside. Yeah.
So yeah, Rashford benefited from it, and Martial was like, I know, like Paz, like Ty's probably hugging his pillow right now and everything. He's the glue. He might be the glue. We need to put him in bubble wrap. Him, Varane, bubble wrap every day in training. No one can touch them. If you touch Martial or Varane, we're punching you up. Not even joking. You can't touch them. You can't touch them. Like they're in bubble wrap, and it's crucial.
Wow.
As for
Casemiro's
Anthony,
gonna have a minute.
he can't touch them. This is in his contract. Don't worry about it. We're sorted out the clauses. Don't worry about it. As for Anthony, y'all, I'm fully on the Anthony train. This guy was watching the game with his feet up, drinking a glass of wine. European lad can hold that, by the way, respectfully. Mr. Thinking he's the accountant of Ajax. Yo, Van der Sar's giving us a discount. Don't worry about it. But he's coming in. He's going to that right wing. He's going to bring electricity to the attack. He's going to be direct. He's going to be showing off the skills. He's going to make you get off your seat at Old Trafford when you go to games. It's going to be a joy to watch, and he's got that dog in him. I'm fully backing Ten Hag in this South American revolution. Bring me more South Americans because they got that dog in them. We've seen with Lisandro Martinez, who, by the way, is the greatest center back to walk Carrington doors since Nemanja Vidic and Rio Ferdinand. This guy is amazing. The best I've ever seen. Virgil van Dijk aura can hold that, stripping like Tiana Trump, bro.
Just quickly, Scott, I see you. I'm just gonna bring you up, Scott. Just turn your camera off because the camera's lagging. So if you turn your camera off, then it'll be able to bring you up. There you go. Cool. Yeah. Continue.
But yeah, bro, like the attack is gonna be Gakpo's coming, Anthony's coming. It's gonna be competition for places. So Rashford and Sancho could go to Ten Hag and say, "I want my spot." But once Ten Hag brings his reinforcements in, I always say competition makes you or breaks you. So let's see if these guys will step up to the occasion because it's always good to have competition. It's never good to be complacent. So Rashford and Sancho need to have that hunger in them, like they showed today. And today was the blueprint. Every game, I want to see a performance like this from everyone on that pitch. I don't want to see us the standards ever dropping lower than that. Because if we could kick on, because Southampton's a big test for me. Because when's the last time United had good back-to-back performance? It's been so long. So yeah, today was a good win, but Saturday I want the same thing. I want to batter Southampton. I want to beat them 4-5-0. Show who we really are and start fighting. Because 2 weeks Arsenal come to our ground and I want to beat the shit out of them. Gabriel Jesus, I want Martinez to put him in a headlock. Rashford, I want him to cook
Gabriel
Saliba.
Jesus can get it. I'm telling you. We are going to be above Arsenal by the end of this season, believe me or not. We are going to be above Arsenal by the end of this season. They all laughed at me. Well, guess what? No. You can't believe that. No. Hold it, all of you. Hold it. I stood on this hill alone. I put my money where my mouth is as well.
Faz, one thing I would say about the this Arsenal team, I won't say anything about Arsenal until I see them play a big team. That's just all I'm going to say.
No, they're legit. They're legit. They're a good team, but we could beat them. We could beat them though.
Hold on. Network issues. What?
No, they play good, but we could beat them because I know.
Let's be honest. They're a good team.
Network issues. Greg says the network issues again. What are you talking about?
But we're better. They're good, but we're better. That's all that matters.
Europe starts. Arsenal are not a club that can sustain European football whilst having cup runs, whilst trying to do something in the league and come top 4. It ain't happening. You think they really can rely on Nketiah and Jesus and Saka? Come on.
Man like Pepe.
Depends who they bring in, though, because they're still going after Neto.
Saliba is so young. Xhaka keeps getting red cards. Come on.
I agree with all of you that are saying I agree with that yes, they're a good team, but I'm not going to rate them just yet until I see them play a big team, and the big team they're going to play is us.
Trish, you know what? To give them props. They
actually we need to give them props, and if they bring in Neto and Tielemans, they will have it will be a little bit better too.
They found a way to make their team work the way it is, and I think if they are bringing in Neto, it might probably affect their gameplay. Saka is giving up a lot for that team to remain the way it is. If you watch the way they play, I've been saying it, Saka is giving up a lot. A lot of his attacking play has reduced. Like he's having to track back and having to run forward. He's like a wing back and also playing as a left winger. I'll be a right winger. Whichever one is in front of that. He's playing like 2 positions in one match. If we are really going to beat Arsenal, I believe we ourselves need to hold our line. And I think we are not giving props to the manager enough. Sometimes I feel like these people, they have a way of hearing what we're saying. Somebody is listening and telling these people that this is what these people are saying. Try it, because all week I've been shouting everywhere I've gone to. We should not be expecting these players to do Joga Bonito when they are not Joga Bonito players. Let them play to their strengths. And that is what the manager has done today. You would not see Scott making any 30-yard pass today. And he did. You will not see him try to do unnecessary long pass that he does not have. And neither did we see David Jet trying to pass from the back. He didn't do that. He cancelled all those. Play according to the strength of the players you have, and that was what he was doing all through today. And I think I want to give him props for that. He really learned. He's learning the Premier League. Hopefully, he will understand that Shaw and Harry, they are not the way forward, and not play them again till we go to Kazakhstan.
Ed Woodward, talk to me about what do we do now with Maguire, with Luke Shaw, and Cristiano Ronaldo? What do we do with them, Ed Woodward?
Right. So Luke Shaw, I think he might hang around at least for one more.
Network issues. No. How?
Bro, only because of the Shawberto Carlos background. Now, being verified by that one guy got him a lot of attention, and as well as him playing, in his little purple patch, getting his goal at that time, it was good for him. Right now, he's out of the team. 100%.
Okay. You know what? Actually, you're talking sense. I'll take that network issues back because we ain't got no one.
Right,
we ain't,
exactly.
we
Who's
ain't
gonna
got no
beat
one.
Brandon Williams, bro? Come on.
How are we gonna say Brandon Williams, but let Tellers go on loan and Fernandez go on loan?
Right.
How? So yeah, you
Mhm.
know. Luke
That's the
Shaw.
only thing, bro. That's my problem too. Now, Malacia, he's gonna hold it down for sure. It's gonna be weeks on end before we see Luke Shaw again. Maybe in the FA Cup game here and there, but Malacia is gonna hold that down for a while.
What about
Now,
what about Harry
Maguire,
Maguire?
let him go, bro. Give him to Chelsea, 30 million, 40 million. I'll take it today. Give the money right back into the Anthony deal. And we move on. There's no point in keeping Maguire now. He's already not the captain. Bruno got the armband today. That's wonderful for him. Back in it, you know. Anytime Maguire doesn't play, Bruno has the armband. Bruno maybe should have the armband right now. Mm,
You reckon Bruno should have the armband right now?
maybe. I think so. The way he played today, he definitely,
He made a lot of mistakes, though.
mm,
He made a lot of mistakes
he
that he
did because
shouldn't
he,
really
he
do.
tried the
Half
Hollywood
of those
balls.
mistakes can
He
be
went back
avoided.
into right.
I'll drop him. I'll drop him for the Southampton game. I will
And play who? Van der
to
Beek.
make a point. No, not Van der Beek. I'll play Casemiro, Fred, and Eriksen to make
That's
a
a good.
point. I will
That's
drop
a
him.
You
good.
think Casemiro can
That's a good
start
shout
straight away?
because Fred and Casemiro, they're already gonna like when they play next to each other, you're already gonna see the link up. Like they have it for Brazil. They know each
No,
other. They
no,
know
no,
how each
no,
other
no,
moves.
no, 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 no,
But
no,
you
no,
guys know that
no,
this is the Premier League, right? This
no,
is the
no,
Premier
no.
League.
Brazil, right? Hold on. Brazil's squad is a different. Firstly, South American football is different. That's just how it is. On top of that, Brazil have fucking ballers up front, absolute ballers up front when it comes to when they come and transition the ball forward. Absolute ballers. Go and look at their back line. Go and look at their back line. People just keep attaching this Fred and Casemiro thing, thinking, yeah, they'll be good. But it's not the case. It's not the case. When you have Gabriel Jesus up there, you have Neymar, you have Rafinha,
It's not even about the front
Cunha,
line. It's about the centre
Vini,
backs. Thiago Silva
Rodrigo.
and Marquinhos, or Dan Militao and yeah, they have really good centre backs.
Thank
But
you. They have
it doesn't.
Yeah,
Danilo, freaking all these players, Silva, all these players make up for a lot of shit. Even Alexandro, they make up for a lot of shit. Lot of shit. So this partnership between Casemiro and Fred, okay, yeah, I'm excited to see it. I need to see it to really say, okay, cool. But international level football, let's be real, it's totally different. South American football is totally different. It's not Man United football. What does
But
work, and we all can, I'm sure we can agree, unless there was one person who said Frankie De Jong should not come in and it should have been Rabiot and Casemiro, which
raw.
my mind was blown up. But Frankie De Jong and Casemiro works because who will be the person carrying the ball forward? It can't be Eriksen and it can't
Nah,
be Casemiro. It has to be
right.
Frankie.
yeah, but
It
for
has
now
to be
though,
Frankie in the transition is real dangerous.
Um, Awibidi, we'll come to you quickly. Talk to me. What do we do with McTominay now?
You know what? Ever since I've been making a shout for Mitome, it has never been about him being a starter. I just don't like the fact that people call him a shit show all the time. Whereas is this kind of man that he understands what it takes to wear the jersey. He gives his 100 all the time. Sometimes his 100 is not just enough for we that were watching it and we want more. But people come in and say he gives in a shitty performance. But he's proved them wrong today, and he has been doing it to me. This is the way he has been playing every match he plays. But it's just the
No, no,
fact
no,
that
no, 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 no. No, no,
fouls,
no, no.
fouls.
Network issues, network issues, network
Oh, he's
issues,
lagged out.
Thank you, thank you,
network
thank you.
issues. He plays like this every game. Network issues, man. Awibidi, what are you talking about?
Fouls. we have a fucking bad set of defenders. So it shows he was making the same mistakes he usually make. Go back and watch. He made those mistakes, but there was somebody to clean up on his art. He's not every time. You can't. He's not the perfect DM. But if we do it, if we come in as a squad player, when there are some matches you can use him. Casemiro can be the one to go to Kazakhstan also. You need players like Scott who can come in when the match is about when we're trying to defend against Liverpool. When Fred came on, I'm sorry, he didn't give a good account of himself. I'm sorry, he didn't do that. He didn't give a good account of himself when he came in. Just imagine we're trying to seal the match. When he came in was when we considered the goal, and it felt like Liverpool had more pressure. Just imagine we're trying to seal a match and we bring in a guy like Scott, somebody that can be clean, that can just be throwing himself into tackle, throwing himself into the ball. So I believe it's gonna be an integral part of this squad. A football team is just not about the 11 players on or you use as your starting 11. There's more to that. You need good squad players. You need players to come from the bench and do the business for you. Imagine us bringing Ronaldo from the bench, a whole
Hmm.
CR7 coming from the bench. It's not easy. Now, if we probably do get FDJ, might be seeing Bruno or even Eriksen coming from the bench as a substitute. That is power, man. That is power.
And today I thought Ronaldo would have came through with that one goal. I was predicting a 3-1. Getting the 2-1 is still wonderful, but I think the 3-1 would have solidified us a little bit more. Yeah, more
I
of a
think
statement.
okay. What I'll say one thing, and I'll come to you, Scott, and then I'll come to the rest. I was not particularly convinced yet, and I'll be honest, I'm not convinced yet with Sancho. I'm not. And I'm gonna get cooked for this because I actually rated him poorly in my player rating on United View. Um, and I said Sancho can be lazy at times.
He fades away in games.
He can be lazy at times, and believe it or not, he is prone to gaining weight.
His biggest
Going.
problem is he fades away in games.
Thank you very much. Thank you
Jadon
very, very
Jadon
much.
Sancho Jadon Sancho is a player, right? To get the best out of him, you actually have to let him have the ball. His touches has to be a lot. And in this team, the way they play today, the way we decided to defend, he was never going to get that much touches. But for him to shine, if you watch him in Dortmund, Dortmund used to play the ball through him a lot. Like that's why his chances creation was so high because they gave him the ball a lot. So in games like this, he was always prone to fade away. But that's why you have a big squad. Because when you have a big squad, you can always take him out and bring someone else in that will give you energy. So he still works, but he's gonna fade away in games. He's just prone to. But he needs the ball on his leg to do his magic. Because when the ball is on his leg is when he begins to do a lot of magic. And I don't think you can go forward playing Bruno and Sancho every game because these are two players that want the ball on their leg a lot. So you're gonna have to pick one. And Bruno tries a lot of really, really dumb stuff. Like he tries. I don't even understand. Like he tries. I just wonder why he does it. I really wonder why he does it, boys. I don't know.
When you're locked into the game and it's kind of like you want to play that one pass to get the fans to just be on their feet. Certain moments in the game, it was quiet. Bruno would bring the ball down. He'll see Rashford trying to sprint and just whiff it. Like, and it's not necessarily that he wanted to do that, but it's that he's just trying over and over and over and over and over and over.
Scott, talk to me about Sancho.
Yeah, I had my thing on mute, so I couldn't speak it when the lad there was speaking. Sancho is not exactly at the best first 2 seasons at United. Well, under Ole, he never really played him. Under he was like Rangnick, and now I mean, I don't know. He's not the same player that played for Dortmund. It's now at United.
Hmm.
I wouldn't. I don't know. I've not seen. I've seen him when he played for Dortmund. Yeah, he was excellent. He was taking players on, taking players on, not making them and running past them and stuff. But I don't know why he can't seem to do it at United. I honestly don't know.
I think Faz mentioned this the other day too, and it's that the deal was 2 years on from when we actually wanted him versus when we got him. So we wanted that version of the player, but we got one that's 2 years older and maybe not necessarily is
I
incapable
think
of doing those things, but he just can't do them the way he could before.
so. One thing I'll introduce to you guys, if you're already aware, is Anthony doesn't have the stamina to be able to do what, for example, Rashford does, or number 11 used to do, or any of the wingers. Anthony doesn't have that much of stamina. So be ready for that when Anthony comes in. Be ready.
Yeah,
On top of that,
but number 11 and Rashford are strikers. I keep trying
yeah,
to tell you.
but when they're playing on the side, they still have enough stamina to sprint and run back, even on the 85th minute of the game. But I'm going to show you something. I'm going to share something with you guys why I specifically picked out, and it's petty. Cam said this to me. He said it's very petty, fast. But me and Cam went over this and analyzed this video after the game, and we analyzed it for quite a while. So this is I don't know what exact minute this is. You lot can see the screen, right? I'll break this down. This is before, obviously, we have a little corner issue here. Trent whips a ball in, right? Look at where Sancho is now. I think you should be able to see my Sancho is there, right? If I'm not mistaken. Ball gets whipped in, gets cleared out. Okay. Sancho takes still a couple of steps towards his own defense. When all the players are turned and taking steps forward, he's taking steps backwards towards his goal. Watch. He's taking 3-4 steps. Okay. At this point, watch his body. This is how closely I'll be analyzing games afterwards, especially me and Cam. His body is facing his goal. Every player is turning towards the opposition goal except him. Bruno's turning. Obviously, Martial's about to turn. Rashford's turning. Every player's turned except for him. And this is exactly what Gadsby said. He fades. Watch this. Ball comes in. Thingy makes a tackle. Martial does an absolutely tremendous job to hold the ball, control it. Watch now. While Sancho's been here, the back line, the midfield, everybody's moved forward. Watch. Keep watching. Martial does well. Keep watching. Eriksen and McTominay have caught up to thingy now. Bruno here has turned his body, and this is one of the reasons why I absolutely adore Bruno. Is watch his legs. Watch everybody's legs. Where is fucking Sancho? Where is he?
No man's land. Gone.
This is the point. Absolutely pivotal. This is the point when it's pivotal against the likes of Brentford, who have populated midfields, against the likes of, for example, City, breaking them down, against the likes of who else? Who else, Gatsby, can you think of?
Yeah,
teams in the league?
but
In general,
I'm telling you, right?
Wolves,
You see what he's doing there, right? If he was playing for Dortmund, that ball goes to him first. So he always wants the ball. So he's always gonna be gravitated to.
Look. I don't care of that, because you can't expect a player to be getting the ball there. But okay, maybe you do. Okay, maybe
Yeah.
he plays back.
Look.
Maybe for argument's sake, let's say he plays the ball back. He plays the ball back. But the beauty of this is Martial was able to 1 touch, 2 touch, 3 touch, and still keep the ball. Beautiful. At this point, when you see this, every player, and I'm gonna really break this video down, so it's gonna be a bit long. Bear with me though. The player that's supposed to mark Sancho, I don't know who this is. I can't make out who this is, but whoever it is, right? He turned his back already. 9 out of 10 times, this is what happens to Maguire. This would be the Maguire where the player is seeing, okay, boom, the player's turned, it's my opportunity. He's already turned his back. Before, when the ball gets whipped in, cleared, watch, soon as it comes in the shot, he turns. Watch the defender. Boom, he's turned. He has no idea where Sancho is, and he's turned even more. Watch. Sancho's still going backwards. He's still going backwards when his colleague has won the ball, kept the ball. Why the fuck are you not blistering? And to put the nail in the coffin, watch Bruno. And where is your boy Sancho? Nowhere. Yes, this was a goal. Yes, it was amazing. We celebrated. All that was good. But in other situations, you would expect to have a Sancho there, because what if, for example, the fullback here does a very good job at marking Rashford? What if?
Right. We need the ball across the goal to Sancho
Thank you
where
very
he's not at.
much. Thank you very much. So I'll tell you one thing. I believe an Elanga runs that. I believe a number 11 runs that. I believe a Mahrez runs that. I believe a Saka runs that. Who else? Ivan Tony runs that.
Mo
Pals,
Salah runs that, bro, all day.
pals, I have a theory though, and my
Talk
theory
to
is
me.
this match. If you observe this match, it's a different case with Robertson and Luis Diaz. When this match started, it was more of Robertson trying to play behind Dallo. So more, this particular match, I think Sancho did more of defending than attacking. He had to cover more behind Dallo. So he was not too throughout the match. There was a time after the hour mark, he was not attacking too much. He was trying to cover up for Luis Diaz and cover up against Luis Diaz and Robinson so that Sancho does not get overcrowded. There was the time he left and this person came into that position, Scott.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So it was very very important to the game today. He might not have scored, Abi might not have been around for that ball, but he wasn't making the run because he was asked not to. Luis Diaz didn't track back too much in this match.
It's like if you just win that ball, yeah, Anthony Martial, yeah, it's it's too late then. They're going back on
Sancho.
the attack.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
They're coming back.
I will be this correct because there was a point in the game they were on top of us. They were attacking us a lot. Sancho had to cover up for Dallo a lot because Robertson was making a lot of overlapping runs. If Martial loses that ball right there, they go attackers and they're probably giving the ball to Robertson to put the ball into the box. So he was dropping back more in the second half, and Rashford was the one actually making more runs. So I think it must have been an instruction for him to help his fullback more. And it was very obvious that Malaysia could deal with Salah and Trent on that wing very well. But Dallo was having problems with Robertson and Diaz. So I think
that's a
Sancho was
look. That's
instructed.
a good
Yeah.
theory, right? That's a good theory. But at that point, we're 1-0 up already, right? We need sprinters at that point. But this might
Yeah,
be
but
an instruction
Sancho
from Ten
wasn't
Hag. But
sprinter.
what I will say is the instruction from Ten Hag, and I won't believe it. It's not that you continue to take steps backwards while all of the players are taking steps forwards. That is not Ten Hag instruction. Nobody can tell me that.
But
His
he
body
has
is
to be he
facing
has
his
to be
goal.
No,
conscious of his fullback.
Faz, I think I'm going to agree with the gentleman because this is not a biased take because obviously I've already mentioned that Sancho is my star, but that video you showed, if you notice, when the ball left, when they were able to clear the ball, Sancho was still at the defense. He was still there. If, just like Gatsby said, if Marshall lost that ball, they were going to come back at us. And
Okay.
evidently, you know that in as much as we are still working out on our confidence, you don't blame that player that is like, if I go forward now, what if they hit us on the counter attack? How would I be able to do my job? Do you understand?
Bro, it was a clear instruction because even when Ronaldo came in and Martial went to the right wing, you could see that Martial was also very deep and he will
Yeah.
receive the ball and try to hold up the play and move the ball forward. So it must have been a very clear instruction that left hand side with Diaz, they are really overlapping on that hand. So whoever is playing should help the fullback. And he took out Dalot and brought in Wan-Bissaka also to close that side down. So it was a very clear instruction. Their most dangerous side was from that side, from that Diaz and
Okay,
And then
okay.
there
I'll
was
be
this
honest.
ball.
I'll be honest. Look, I totally appreciate defensively that he has to be there because if Martial loses that ball, we're in trouble. But this is what, and I knew someone was going to bring this up. But watch, if this player, who is a Hendo, I think, if he wins the ball, we're in trouble again. So he has a huge gap between him and this player, him and this player. He's too halfway. If he's going to be defending, he needs
he
to be
did
closer
he
in.
did the right thing. If Hendo wins that ball there and he was two-way forward,
Okay,
it was
so
gonna be a
let's
2v1.
let's say Hendo wins the ball. Okay, he's in the perfect position. Cool. At this point, now he's staring at the ball. He's staring at the ball. At this point, why is this? Wait.
But you can
At
almost
this
see
point,
that he's right in
hold
line
on.
with Bruno.
There. At this point, why is his body still facing his goal? Explain that to me. Why is his body facing his goal? And you can't tell me otherwise. When every other player is turning, why is his body facing his goal? Look
Fouls,
at the way he turns. But
fouls. Look at
look, everybody's jogging forward, by the way, because you have to be resistant to the press. If Martial loses that ball, Bruno comes in, Eriksen comes in, McTominay comes in, they close this area here. Instantly. Let's say Martial lost that ball, they close that. Okay, again, we pull it back. Let's say Hendo wins that ball here. They all come in straight away. He comes in to cover that gap. He comes in to cover the gap. My issue is more so not the defensive. He's doing his defensive job, which is fantastic. Is his body shape? Why is it like that? It's laziness. It is blatant laziness. If you are not lazy, look at how close his feet are as well. He's not ready to sprint. He's not ready to turn. This is physics, by the way. He's not ready. Look at his legs. Look at how he's looking. He's not ready. And at this point, if he thinks Martial's going to lose the ball, okay, cool. Now he looks somewhat ready to be focusing on a forward movement. At this point, okay, he's still thinking, all right. But he's walking whilst everybody else is matched up to him.
But at this
he's
point,
just ball
Sancho,
watching.
Okay, on
Sancho-
top of all of this, the player that's supposed to mark him is long gone. Long gone. You're at least supposed to be carrying the movement forward. Look, here at this point, now, here, you're supposed to be blasting. At least you're supposed to be halfway because you're front three, not front two. Not
Bare
front one.
minimum, he should be in line with Bruno.
Thank
Bare
you very
minimum.
much. Thank you very, very much. Bare minimum. Now,
yeah, but you gotta know profile of players, Faz. The guy you're telling to run is not a runner. Sancho is not a
I
sprinter.
paid how much was Sancho deal, please? Drum roll. How much?
350K,
No,
but
how much was his transfer?
It's different profiles, Faz.
How much was his transfer? Profile,
75 million.
74, no?
profile shit. Run, man.
I have a different agenda towards this. I still feel like Sancho is that runner, but just like what Gatsby
So he
said,
shouldn't
I
be
feel
running
I,
here.
I,
He
I
shouldn't
feel
be
it's the
running.
instructions, because
So
in terms
his
of
instruction is don't
instructions,
run.
I'm going to call out Scott McTominay. You notice how Scott McTominay played today. No matter how forward or how backward the ball went, Scott McTominay always came back to that position.
Yes, correct. Very correct.
So you can see that too. It's pretty obvious that
Where is
if
Sancho's position? Okay, where does Sancho play on the pitch? Forward on the right side. Why is he not forward on the right side?
But you never can tell if it was the manager's instructions.
This is not manager's instruction that your body should be facing the goal and you should be turning back slowly, walking back slowly.
His
This
body is
not a
facing
manager's
the goal
instruction,
because
and I
Henderson
am
has
not
the
having
ball,
it.
and then
I'm not
there's
buying it.
There's Van Dijk and the other guy closing in on Martial.
No.
So there's a
Okay,
possibility that
at this
ball
point,
could be
what then?
lost too.
At this point, what then? At this point,
That's
what then?
the thing. At that point you could see he started running. Look at it now.
No, he
Started running
didn't.
at that point.
Look at Bruno running. Look at
No,
he didn't.
look at
Right,
it
but-
now.
Fouls. We've had a similar goal scored.
He
in
did
this
not
sport.
start running. Okay,
No,
well
no.
then, well.
Look at it here now.
Fouls.
Well. Hold on now. Hold on. Well, I knew. I came with backup as well. Watch this. McTominay wins the ball. Boom. Bruno straight away comes in here to receive the pass, right? I think who's this? Someone is expecting the pass there. Moves
He
away.
bypasses him.
Beautiful
And it's
pass.
straight on. Yeah.
Watch. Beautiful pass, right? What does Rashford do? Walking. Why? No profile though.
He was
No.
flat-footed. He
No
was not ready
profile.
for the ball.
And you can't tell me.
Fouls.
No, you
Fouls.
can't tell
This
me.
pass-
I'm
this
not
pass-
having it.
Fouls.
Why?
This-
Okay, look. At this point, Rashford is supposed to be fucking lightning, and I'm talking light. Look at the gap.
Bro,
Look
there's no way Rashford
Okay.
mixed up that ground. Come on,
Fouls.
now. This is
Rashford-
slow motion.
Well, why does okay? Look at Elanga's stride and look at Rashford's stride.
Fouls.
Elanga was already running in. Rashford was flat-footed. So Rashford, when he
Watch.
comes to the turn,
Watch.
he's not going to have
Was
that
he?
pace.
Okay, watch. There we go. He starts running. Okay, there. Rashford and Elanga's stride both look similar, no? Okay, maybe he looks like he's about to sprint a bit more. Boom, watch. Elanga's like, okay, I'm ready. But why isn't Rashford here? Because if Rashford comes in here, he drags one defender with him, leaving Sancho all this empty space to come in if need
It's
be.
too fast, Faz. You're watching it in slow
Yeah,
motion.
because that's
Whining.
not a number
This is
9.
high level football, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but you're
Okay, what
watching it
about
in
now?
slow motion. You're watching
What
it in
about
slow
now?
motion. The game happens in real time. Yeah, that ball was too quick.
What about now? What about now? Where is Rashford still jogging? Still jogging though.
No, you're right. There is no follow up in case the ball,
Still
hits the
jogging.
post,
And no,
in which it does.
okay, hit the
It
post.
definitely
He's
hits the
jogging.
post.
Should be attacking the goal. It's called attacking. What does Benjamin Sheshko do?
Fouls. This thing is not as easy as you're putting it. That
My
pass
friend,
came
this is high level football. You
that
might
pass
say this,
came
but guess
with
what?
the
I'm telling you,
speed of-
Benny McCarthy picks up on this.
that
100% Benny McCarthy picks up on this.
Faz, you know that what Sancho is playing now was what Rashford was playing during preseason, right?
Sancho was? Sorry, what, Rashford, what did you say? Sorry?
What Sancho played in this game, the role he played was what Rashford played during preseason.
Okay.
And if you go back to watch most of those preseason games, Rashford came in with that deep role,
Okay.
Yeah,
right?
so in the preseason games,
Sancho
Rashford was
was
deeper and Sancho was higher. That's what I'm
yes,
trying to
and
say.
Sancho was
Yeah.
doing all those runs you're talking about. So just like what the gentlemen have been
I'm
saying,
still
I
not buying
still
it. Why
stand on
is
the
a player
ground that it's
walking when he should be blistering forward? A Rodrigo blisters forward. Nobody can disagree with me, by the way. A Rodrigo blisters forward. A Vini blisters forward.
Dan James on that thing probably runs quicker. It's just profile of
Quicker,
players.
but runs. Yeah. Quadrado runs that gap as well, by the way. Reason being why Quadrado is not sold on Dybala is because Quadrado's got more legs. Way more legs.
So does Ronaldo also run that gap?
Possibly. Ronaldo is a different headache, but a lot of players. Mahrez runs that gap. Saka runs that gap. They run that gap. They are
Well, they run that gap.
And guess what, by the way, ladies and gentlemen? Running is fucking hard and is very underrated. Very underrated.
Very hard. My daughter's a
Running
runner.
is very fucking hard. It's not easy,
Fouls.
especially when you have no end result. It's very hard and
Fouls.
tasks the body.
Did you see Scott pulling off that kind of pass?
What do you mean? But did I see it coming or did I see it before?
Did you know he could do that kind of pass?
I was very surprised. I was very
How do
surprised.
if
What do you mean you're surprised, Faz?
wait,
But we've
calm
seen
down,
it.
calm
Because
down.
I am
That's
used to Scott McTominay taking 4-5 touches more.
He's done that pass before.
if you were surprised
Not
that
enough
he
for
pulled
me.
off, if he pulled off that kind of pass, imagine how Rashford would be. He wasn't expecting that pass. Also, the only person that picked up on the pass so far was Bruno, and Bruno even got to the pass late. So you need to
Yeah,
understand that.
you're correct. Of course, Rashford doesn't believe him. McTominay can make that pass, but he can make it though.
Right.
He's done it
And that's
before.
probably half the mentality gap.
If he was an FDJ with that ball, he knows he can make that kind of pass. I'm assuring you, he's already making the runs.
Now, let
But
me introduce something else to you, by the way, as well, ladies and gentlemen. When Frankie de Jong comes in, God willing, fingers crossed, when Frankie de Jong comes in into this squad, your Anthony will bench Sancho. I believe this is my
Oh
belief, by
yes.
the way, my opinion.
Oh yes, of course. Anthony is coming to bench Sancho, of course, 100%. You
This
don't
is
pay
My
my
100.
belief.
three.
You don't pay 100 million for him to sit on the
this
bench.
is where you will see Gatsby.
No, hold on.
Rashford will cost him.
I think Anthony comes in, yeah. Sancho goes to the left and benches Rashford.
No,
A lot of people say that, Scott. You
No way, brother.
no,
I'm thinking
Yeah, a lot of
Martial's
people
gonna
saying
go
that.
left.
A lot of people saying that. A lot of people saying that.
no.
But right now,
It's going to be Rashford, Martial, and Anthony.
but
The
Hakpo can bench as well, Sancho.
Marcus Rashford covers so much distance.
Hakpo
He
can bench
covers
Sancho right now.
so much distance. It's ridiculous.
But what I'll say is it'll be interesting why Ten Hag wants a right back and Anthony. It'll be very interesting. Very, very interesting. Because Sancho, what you say, defensive instructions, you won't need that with Anthony.
With a better right back, you won't even need that kind of defensive
You won't
instruction.
need that. No,
Because
you won't
Malaysia was
need that.
doing just fine.
Sancho did very well today with his defensive thingies, but he was lazy at times, and it's just blatant in front of you, whether that be instructions or not, because I have seen that in other games. I have
Yeah, but
seen that blatantly in other games, and specifically today. And I showed you not one but two different examples where other players are supposed to be running as well, and not just Sancho. So I'm not just singling Sancho out. Rashford should be attacking the box if he really wants to be that guy that he claims to wants to be. He needs to be attacking that box.
Bro, he had
100%.
the free run through where Allison blocked it last second, right? That could have been another finish, another goal from him.
He needs to be attacking the spaces as
yeah,
a
but Rashford, me
professional.
personally, yeah, Rashford's not a number. He's not an out and out goal scorer. Yeah, it's as clear as day. He's not. Yeah, he's good at
Well,
running at people, but he's got nothing. All he can do, he put his head down and he runs, and that's it.
well, it's a Elanga 5.0.
No, but that's it. He's true off as it's not lying. That's all he does. All he's got is really his pace. Yeah, he might have a bit of a trick at times, but you need to do it
Mm.
consistently and score. And score. Okay, score tonight. What about the goal against when Ronaldo put it in? Was it
Mm.
Brent? Was it Brent? One of the goalkeeper and he hits the goalkeeper with it. Come on, it's not
You know the
difficult to
crazy thing
score
as
that.
well? You know the crazy thing as well? I was told by Cam today that Anthony doesn't score from outside the box, which is fucking crazy. Which is crazy. One of the reasons which Anthony will bench Sancho. Watch this. Watch this from Anthony. And you're telling me Sancho can do this. Get out of here. I have
Oh
fraud
no,
watch on
no, I
Sancho.
mean, look, I'll be honest with you, actually, I watch a lot of
No,
European football. Yeah,
Anthony scores out of the box. He can. He has the wonder of a left foot.
Yeah,
Listen,
hold on. Let Scott go. Go on, Scott.
yeah, I watch a lot of European football. Yeah, I don't just watch Premier League. I watch Italy, Ajax, Spanish, French football. I know what. Yeah, I watch it. I don't know what the game is with Anthony is and how he is. Yeah, he takes shots on from outside the box, and there's not a majority that he scores, but he can score goals. But he can also
Mm.
take people on and provide goals for strikers, i.e., whether it's Martial or Ronaldo or
Mm.
whoever's in the game.
I'm
I
Mm.
telling you right
mean,
now. I'm telling you right now, Faz. Ten Hag's two strikers are Rashford and Martial, and I believe he starts Rashford in the nine again on Southampton because none of this game plan today works without Marcus Rashford. He was constantly on the shoulder of Gomez and Van Dijk. He kept them so busy they didn't even know what was going on between both of them. He will run in the channels in the left. He run it. Even the first goal, that first goal that Sancho scored, began from Rashford running the channels. What you do with those kind of strikers is the same thing Vieira did with Zaha. Vieira plays Zaha as his number nine and just kept Phillips and Van Dijk so busy, like because they want to press, they want to go
Mm.
up the field. So you just give them a striker that is quick as hell. They're just gonna run the channels, and they have no option than to be very wary of what they're doing. None of the game plan today works without Marcus Rashford playing nine. None of it works. I think he's gonna do it again. I think he's
Right.
gonna do it again.
I could see that too because you always hear about players talking about transforming their game and taking it to the next level. That's basically Ten Hag's whole philosophy and how he's portrayed how he wants to, help Rashford get back to the top of his game. So maybe playing him at the nine is a part of the strategy to where Martial on the left or Sancho on the right play the ball into him right between the defenders, right between the lines every single time so that he can get those chances to score and finish.
Mm.
And if you buy your Frankie de Jong and Eriksen, now you have two players that can play long balls effectively. Now the defenders cannot push forward that high because they know Rashford and Martial are quick enough to get behind you. That whole gameplay today was to make sure Van Dijk and Gomez don't push up too high to press. And once we got the ball, we played it straight to the channels for Rashford. Every time, Rashford, the first 15 minutes, Rashford should have scored two goals. He messed up in two of them. But as time goes on, he's gonna realize that he's gonna get those chances because defenders they're gonna try to push up on him, and he's gonna have a lot of spaces behind the defenders. As Southampton play the same rock and roll football Liverpool play, they think they have Van Dijk and they think that little kid Salisu and the other guy is Van Dijk and Gomez. So they're gonna try to play rock and roll again on Saturday. He needs to do the same thing.
Let's see what happens with the Southampton game. What did we think of Eriksen, ladies and gentlemen? I'll start off with you, Ed Woodward, and then we'll come to our biddy.
He was working well in midfield, actually. There were a few times where he got cooked on pace, after the substitutions were made. But overall today, I'd say that his performance levels were high. Like he took the free kicks. One of them almost went in. Allison had to tip it away. It, it it looked good from him all around.
Our biddy, what did you think of Eriksen?
Mm, I'll probably say he didn't show too much today, but I think it was more of the way he linked up with the from Scott to the front line. I think that's what we've been lacking in the past 3 games. There was this kind of disjointed display from every one of them. It didn't really show me like the Eriksen I used to know, but there was more of this. Okay, let me use the Donny word. He was playing like a Donny today. One touch. He wasn't carrying the ball too much. Just give me the ball. I'll find the nearest pass I can get. And I think today, that was what this match today needed. Basic football. Basic football. And that was what we played today. Nobody was trying to dribble too much. Nobody was trying to carry the ball too much. It was just more of, okay, get the ball and do one touch and move on. And that was actually very, very nice. I think if we get more of that, we win matches. Against Southampton, if we play with this same energy, I'm sure we're getting 5 goals in that match.
What did you think, Trish? Talk to me. What did you think about Eriksen? Trish, are you there? I don't think Trish is there. Trish might not be hearing me. We'll go to Gatsby. Gatsby, tell me, what did you think of
Yeah,
Eriksen?
his job today was to link the defense to the attack. Um, it was very clear McTominay's job was to shield and try to clean up the mess. Eriksen was to get the ball and find the wingers and the attackers or find Bruno. So um yeah, his game was very. You would say you didn't see him everywhere in the game because he had a specific role. Um, but yeah, he did his job effectively. He just he played. He tried to help McTominay shield the defense, and once he got the ball, he tried to find an outlet as quick as possible. Um, the problem is as the game went on, Liverpool are very. I don't think you guys understand, but Liverpool are a very very good team. Um, they had a lot of injuries, but no matter who they play, they've been doing this system for 6, 7 years now. So they will dominate you. They had 70% of the ball in the first half, even though we were leading. They will find a way to start suppressing the things that you're doing well. The first 15 minutes, like I said, we were cleaning up and playing quick balls to the wings, to the channels, and Klopp realized it, and Milner started coming back more to help Henderson and decided to suppress those quick outlet balls. So very, very tactical game of football that game was for the first 25 minutes. But as the game wore on, I think Klopp started to understand what Eriksen was doing in that game and decided to suppress what he did best. But yeah, he had an okay game. I think SofaScore gave him a 7.5, 7.7. But yeah, he did his job effectively. Um,
Mm.
as the game wore
For,
on, they suppressed him.
for me, what I would say is Eriksen needs to do a bit more. We rated him very highly, very, very highly. People were saying Eriksen benches Bruno.
No.
But Eriksen brings a specific set of attributes to this squad that we require that Bruno doesn't give us. Bruno makes mistakes, and a lot of them, and he overdoes it. Remember that time when he was running back towards the goal and he nearly gave the ball away and we nearly ended up conceding?
Yeah.
Eriksen doesn't do that. Eriksen keeps calm, passes the ball, transitions, no problem. But Eriksen used to have a shot on him. I don't know where that's gone. Eriksen's passing, I think I don't want to say it's his fault or whatever, but there's a little bit missing there. There's that final link missing. I
Yeah,
don't know whether that be
but Bruno is playing his position.
if Casemiro comes in and Frankie comes in, maybe
Yeah,
then. But there is an edge missing with set pieces. I know we didn't score from a set piece, but we need to be a bit more dangerous in set piece. It needs to look like we can score, and it needs to look like a threat. That got a bit lucky. I think the one that he nearly scored, that got a bit lucky. It needs to be consistent because I'm seeing Malacia take corner, him take a corner and free kick and
Bro,
this that.
the Malacia corner that he sent across to the other side, bro.
I couldn't understand that, yeah. That he did it about 3 times, didn't he?
Mm,
Yeah,
And I
he was
couldn't work
trying. He
out
was really
what
trying.
that was about. Whether or not it's something he did in training and thought it was like going to work because it happened
yeah.
against us with Brentford.
I think I think they're looking for the far post. I think he's trying to hit it to the far post, and someone hits it back across the
Yeah, back
18-yard
across,
box.
yeah, but that's
Yeah.
what Brentford did to us. So why we copying Brentford tactics?
I,
The
gue- I,
Manchester United man.
yeah,
I don't know.
I guess Ten Hag liked it, so they try to copy it.
We need to figure out one way of unlocking a bit more of Ericsson. Okay, let's put this forward, right? So our starting 11 once the window closes. Rashford, Martial, Sancho, Eriksen, Casemiro. We'll keep a question mark in there. And then who else? We have Malacia, Varane, Martinez, Dallo / question mark, David De Gea. Um, what? Okay, what do people think about our bench? What's the thoughts around our bench? Because by the looks of it, it'll be Shaw, Fred, question mark Bruno, if fingers crossed Frankie comes in, Van der Beek, who else? Obviously no Bailly, Brandon Williams, Ganacho, okay. Who else is on our bench? If I'm Maguire, Tom Heaton,
Can I just
Ben
have a quick
Maguire, bro.
thing
Send him
on
to
Brandon?
Chelsea. Whatever we have to do to get him to go Chelsea, do it.
Yeah.
but do you see what I'm trying to say? Our bench is very, 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 very thin and weak. We do not have a strong bench. High on a high today, and obviously I've been celebrating and my voice is gone and everything, which is fantastic. But our bench is very thin. Who is the person to carry this team or be that replacement for? And I'm very close to saying we might start looking at we can tackle top 2, top 3, but I'm not, because there is no one to give Martial a run for his money. No one. Who's going to give him a run for his money? Because let's say,
It's
and I
Rashford.
don't see it happening, if Anthony comes in, you shift Martial to the left, you put Rashford in the middle. I don't see it happening.
No,
No,
I wouldn't put Rashford in the middle.
no,
I don't see it happening.
you put
No,
Martial
I
in the
see
middle, you put
Rashford running
Rashford.
through the middle a lot more this season, more than the left side.
Interesting. This is
Yeah,
interesting.
Ten Hag is going to
Rashford's
do it a lot.
Rashford's either going to go on the left or Sancho's going on the left, and Anthony's going to be out on the right.
Sanchez better on the right. Is Sancho on the left and is a myth. Sanchez is way better on the right. Because the funny thing about it is Jadon Sancho plays like Juan Mata, guys. You can actually play him as a 10. He wants the ball on his feet. He doesn't want to run. He doesn't want to bust paces, bit of backline with pace. He doesn't want to run through channels. He wants the ball on his legs, play quick 1-2s, and get in the box and do quick 1-2s here and there. He's not a sprinter. He's
Yeah,
not Anthony.
exactly. He's not exactly. He's not a sprinter. He's not someone who's got pace and can beat someone with pace. He's got skill,
Yeah,
but
he literally plays like Mata on the wings. So he wants to get the ball, play intricate 1-2s. He always drifts to the middle every time. He drifts inside
yeah,
from that right hand side, pick up the ball. Even the goal he scored, he literally was in the middle. So
yeah, of course he did. Yeah.
he will switch out a lot. So I believe Ten Hag likes to play pure wingers. He wants his wingers to be naturally pure wingers, like
And
on the
also
bar.
stretched all the way to the
Yeah,
line.
stretch the field as because he wants his midfield to have space. So he wants his wingers to stretch the game open, and that's why he wants to go get Anthony. So I believe it's gonna be a rotation between Anthony and Sancho for the right wing. I believe Gakpo is coming to play the left wing, and Rashford is gonna play as a striker. I really believe Ten Hag wants to play Rashford as a striker.
Hmm. I'm very much interested to see how Ten Hag goes about putting Hakpo in this team and Anthony in this team with the likes of Martial, Rashford, Shaw.
Yeah, but it's like you said a minute ago, though, Fazia. You were saying about us of being very thin and not having backup. If he brings them in, there's your backup.
But what about our defense? We're letting Eric Bailly go.
Yeah, the defense is the problem
Nah,
because
we can't let Bailly go, bro. We can't do it.
he's gone. I'm
No,
reading
he's
it
gone.
right now.
No, he's gone. He's gone. The
Yeah,
agreement's been for a bit. She all said, here we go, or something before.
he's gone.
Marseille.
Hmm. Um. Okay. Okay. Cool. I made a comment about Sancho being prone to gaining weight. Does anybody here agree with me or disagree with me?
I'm not sure on
No,
that one.
I'm not sure. I've not even noticed it, in all honesty.
Gatsby?
Nah, not ridiculous weight.
Okay. Awbidi?
What are you
Awbidi?
saying, bro? Like 3 stone, 4 stone?
No, not even that. But you can tell. You can tell. Awbidi, are
Yeah,
you
but you
there?
need to be strong in the Premier League anyway. Put weight on and not get pushed over. It's a different league from Germany.
Mm, no, not like that. Not like the weight that no.
Yeah,
Rashford
I know.
put weight
Yeah,
on.
but I know what you mean, though. Yeah, but I'm just saying that on my point of view, sort of thing.
Rashford put weight on, but Rashford put weight on really in a very, very particular manner. Very particular manner, by the way.
It's
Oh
muscle.
yeah,
Um,
no.
He has
go
muscle.
okay. Have any of you? I think Awbidi's not here, so if Awbidi's not here, I'll just remove him for now. If Awbidi comes back, let me know. Awbidi, drop it in the chat or whatever. Um, any of you out of the three, or anybody who's watching, have you watched Inside Borussia Dortmund in Amazon Prime?
No, not yet.
Godspeed, Scott.
No, I've,
No,
no, I've not watched it. It's not so much.
Godspeed.
My German is not that fluent, so no.
no, I haven't.
Right. Well then. Here we go. Here we go. Another situation where Faz is seemingly the bully, but then educates you guys. Go and watch that if you can, please. You will see the doggy dog running this guy was doing then. You see it. You will see it. And you will come back and say, oh, okay. Now, yes, it is very mean and it is very much of a low blow from me to say this comment on an evening where we have had a fantastic win against Liverpool. So good that it nearly made me cry. It is very, very shocking for me to do that. Very, very much. But I personally, this is my issue, by the way. I find it very hard judging players on the game that I've just seen. I always have in the back of my head what I know of them from before, what I've seen from them from before. So what I, for example, just to give a context, Bruno Fernandes few seasons ago carrying the team compared to Bruno Fernandes missing that goal against Middlesbrough compared to Bruno Fernandes now. I'm just like, what the fuck? Rashford in the 18-19 season, 2021-22, and then now I'm like, well, the Rashford that played today is still not near the Rashford that played in, was it 18-19? It's not near. It is
No,
not
but
near.
no, yeah, I'm not even gonna. It's not even really an excuse for Rashford. Yeah, all it broke him. Yeah, he played with a double broken back. It's a lot of players don't come back from that, and he has come back, and he is trying to his best. I'm not
Mm.
really a big Marcus Rashford fan, but
I disagree with that. I think if you were not right, why did you play?
no, because all it broke him and made it. You know, he was playing for the team, wasn't he?
Hmm. Interesting.
I'm not. I'm not really. I'm one. I'm not one of Rashford's fans. I'm really not. Me personally, I just sold him to PSG this season and said, "There you go, off you pop."
Off to Barcelona, off to PSG. I mean, he
Yeah,
had the links,
wherever.
but
Yeah,
The
go.
crazy thing is, though, if you all will agree, Gatsby, you can come in on this. Rashford goes to PSG and fucking does 25 goals a season.
that's the thing,
Yeah,
though. You're right. You're 1,000% right because in PSG's team, look who he has behind him. Look who he has next to him. It's mad.
He
I,
scores
but
25 30
he
goals in
gives you
Barca.
20 goals this season anyway. He has one today, 19 more to go. He's a brilliant footballer. I'm just telling you, he's a brilliant footballer, man. He's a brilliant footballer. He just needs the confidence back. He played in a bad back for 2 years. He came back, had a terrible season last season, and the fan base turned on him. He's trying to get his confidence back. You
He
know,
does he
Mbappe. You
okay.
know, Mbappe wants to replace Neymar with Rashford, and Neymar is like, "No, brother, 7 goals and 6 assists."
1,000%.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's what Mbappe tried to do this summer.
Neymar,
I
if you're
think
watching
that
this,
Mbappe and Rashford really want the link up, but when it's gonna come, who knows?
Neymar, if you're watching this, please, please, I'm begging you.
Bro,
I'm
if
literally
we do
begging you.
well in the next 3 years, Mbappe's contract is up. Bring that boy to Old Trafford.
Neymar.
Neymar
Mbappe.
owns PSG now. They signed the agreement on what players he can sign and stuff.
That's Mbappe. That's
Yeah.
Mbappe, not Neymar. Yeah, Mbappe.
Oh, Neymar.
Neymar.
Yeah, I know. I don't want Neymar at United. He's,
Why?
why? Because his
Why?
dad's just
Why?
as bad as Salah.
What? Scott? Are you serious?
Network issues going mad.
No. Neymar to Old Trafford. I'm taking it any day of the week. Any day of the week. But it's never gonna happen. Let's be real. It's never gonna
How much
happen.
you think, bro? 50
For what?
million?
50, 65. Have it. Have Rashford for 65. Give us Neymar. So swap deal. Rashford is 65. Neymar 65. Swap deal. Like for like. Like for like. Neymar gives us 25 goals. Easy. Easy. But then with Neymar, Malacia's job is 2 times harder. Malacia's job is 2 times harder. Bruno's job is 2 times harder. Eriksen's job is 2 times harder. So Casemiro's job is maybe 1.5 times harder. But yeah. Anyways, Neymar's never gonna come to Manchester United. It's never gonna
No,
happen.
no, no. I don't want him at United.
I
Okay,
will.
do you think if he came to United, he'd get pressed out of games?
He get pressed out games. He get pushed out of them. He
No
doesn't
way.
run anyway.
Oh my god, network issues. No. Neymar gets pressed and pushed. This is Neymar. Go and check how many goals Neymar scored in against which defenders as well. Not just any defenders, by the way. You can't say Neymar played in Farmers League. No. He played against some of the greatest defenders. even for international. And also on top of that, we'll actually see the final version of Neymar in the World Cup this year, won't we?
Faz, you think Sancho feels out of games and is lazy? Wait till you see Neymar, bro. He's gonna
I
feel out
know
of
you're right, though. I'm not going to dispute that. 100%. You're right.
he's gonna feel out of
100% you're
games,
right.
man.
No, no, you're right. You're right. 100% right. I'm not going to sit here and have an agenda and say, no, no. But Neymar makes it up, though. Boy, does he make it up. Boy, will he find them passes and he'll give you them goals.
The one
It's
the one you should be praying for is in 3 years' time, Mbappe is 26 years old. You can
He
get
ain't
into
coming
Old
Manchester
Trafford.
United.
You can. If
Ain't
Varane is here in
happening.
3 years' time, Casemiro is here in 3 years' time, they can talk to him. And keep going.
Mbappe is going straight to Real Madrid in 3 years when he's in his prime. The deal that he made with PSG is the absolute perfect deal that any footballer could think of. I'm only 22 years old, 23 years old. Let me cash in the most money I can ever make in my life. And then in my peak and prime of my career, I will head off into the sunset to my dream boyhood club. Simple. But then in
Yeah.
3 years' time, and it's very ironic how they only gave him a 3 year, or he only agreed to a 3 year, because I'm sure they were looking at a 5 year with a 1 year extension, but he said no. Um, it's a very, very smart move where the only person winning is Mbappe. Is Mbappe. So Mbappe will go to Real Madrid in 3 years' time. If he doesn't, that only means is PSG are paying him maybe 2 million a week, and it's absurd because PSG pay 3 million a week in wages for their front three. Believe it or not, Neymar's 1 point something million. No, Neymar is 900,000. Messi is 1 million, and Mbappe is 1 million, 1 point something. So they're paying 3 million for a front three, which is crazy, absolutely absurd. It's crazy. It's
to
crazy
win to win no Champions League. Okay.
to
Yeah,
win
no,
no
they're
Champions
not
League.
to win nothing.
Yeah,
No.
ultimately
Absolutely.
they're gonna
Just
win
that
their domestic league by a long
Domestic
way.
leagues, that's easy. You can name a championship team that could go there and win that league.
mm.
Ipswich.
Yeah.
But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, we'll wrap this up. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. I think tomorrow I'm gonna celebrate. I'm not gonna do a live tomorrow. I would like to request a
No,
day off.
tomorrow they're gonna announce Anthony. Oh, and I'm gonna celebrate. Listen,
Oh my days.
If according to what I know, anyways, and what I establish, and you lot hear from me first. My members do, and my family do. They hear from me first. I think Anthony lands in the UK and does his medical by Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Frankie
Anthony
de
will
Jong doing his medical on Wednesday.
for United.
Yeah, apparently.
That I'm not sure. I think the Frankie De Jong deal is 80% complete. But how can a deal be 80% complete? Because the deal is always either 0 or 100. For example,
Right.
just prime example, Rabiot, prime example, Mbappe. A deal is never 80, 90% complete. It's either done or not done. Um, I think Frankie De Jong deal is, and I have been weird. It's weird. I'm going back on a lot of things that I said at the start of the window. I said that until it's official, until it's not official, it's not official. Until it's whatever.
Yeah,
And then
that's my stance on it, Paz. Yeah,
yeah,
until they open up the shirt and let United players.
yeah, which is right. But how the window's gone, it's like the Rabiot deal was literally Murta and the mum ready on the table with the pen and paper ready, pen and paper ready. Yet that deal didn't happen. So if that deal doesn't happen when it gets that close, Frankie De Jong deal might not happen. But something tells me the Frankie De Jong deal happens. The only issue is his wages. If Man United pay his wages, it'll be around 600,000 a week, believe it or not. 600 to 670,000 a week. And I'm serious. That is a lot of fucking money. So the next few days is critical because another thing I'll say as well, I don't know if you lot noticed, Ronaldo looked a bit sad today.
Oh man. Yeah, that's a big call out. Watching him on the screen, just his face, even while Elanga was on the bench next to him and he was talking to a few guys, Ronaldo just stern face.
Um, he clapped for the fans and he just walked kind of slow. I think this is the farewell. I think he's going.
You know, like I said to me some before, I mean, I'm a lot older in a sense of views. Yeah, I seen Ronaldo first game against Bolton. Yeah, I was there. I was at it. I watched it. Yeah,
Mm.
and for me, Ronaldo will always be a legend. Will always be a thing for you, that like in United thing. I don't know. How do you put it? Not a legend for you. Well, yeah, in a sense, yeah, a legend for Manchester United, yeah. But I did never ever thought he'd come back to the club, and he come back. So I took my son to obviously go and watch Ronaldo play. No, 'cause he's never seen Ronaldo play. No, in a Manchester United shirt. I did.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it's my son, and it's all, Ronaldo's coming. Yeah, I know Ronaldo. I've seen him play, mate. It's my son, so I've got to take him.
I think Ronaldo.
But if he leaves. I mean, he's 38. Just let him retire and get on with his whatever he gets on with.
He's not going to retire. He's going to go and have his last season or two.
Yeah, last around wherever he goes and has it. But I can't see it being at Manchester United. As much as I'd love it for that to be him, we go out and win the Premier League and the European Cup and etc. That's not gonna happen. So it's just a pipe dream.
I think Ronaldo is leaving. I think I've made my mind up that Ronaldo's leaving. The look on his face. Oh, by the way, did anybody see what Bruno said?
What did Bruno say today?
Yeah,
he said, I might know a thing or two, but it's up to Ronaldo to mention what he wants to mention, to say what he wants to say. I mean, he did say he's going to speak in a few days. He is very quiet. I think Ronaldo's leaving.
Yeah.
I'm heartbroken, but what can I say?
I mean, when the first time when I left the club, I was, I was disappointed. I wanted him to stay, but that was his dream to come and play for Real Madrid. So, what do? You can't force someone to stay when they don't want to stay.
Exactly.
I think the time has come. When Ronaldo came on late in the second half, the whole team, I could just tell it wasn't functioning the same. It wasn't functioning the same. And yeah, that's it really.
Well, it is what it is, isn't it, really? But if Ronaldo goes. It's not like it's not like he's not gone before, is it? I mean, I know we've not got a lot up front if he does go, but if he brings the players in that he's saying he's going to be, the players that are supposedly coming in, we've not got an out proper number 9 as such. I know Martial is good, but he's injury prone.
But maybe with Casemiro here, maybe having Varane, that could be a little conglomerate of players,
Oh yeah,
he could change his mind.
That might change his mind. Casemiro coming in and maybe bringing De Jong in and Anthony in and that other called Gakpo or whatever it is called from PSV.
I just think Ronaldo's leaving, man. I really do think Ronaldo's. I think he's gone.
Oh yeah, I think in his own mind he wants to go because he's seen what this. We've known it for years. Well, we have known it for years. This club has been absolutely run like a shit show. Sorry for the language, but it has been.
I think, yeah. I'm just sad. I'm just sad.
I think he's going to a French team.
I don't know where he goes, but it's just upsetting at this point. He should have transitioned out at the start.
Yeah, I'd rather him just turn around and he knew in the middle of in February or March we weren't getting Champions League. So I don't believe it's because of the Champions League. I believe it's because of the lack of the club's ambition to buy players. And now they've just suddenly found £300 million just to buy these players. Why was he doing that back in June?
Right. It shows the lack of initiative from the club, and Ronaldo definitely doesn't support that, you know.
Weezy says Hakpo will play striker at one point. All players that came from Netherlands are later converted to become a goal scoring machine. Going forward, we need lots of attackers having different players with different quality. In Premier League, most of them started from playing right wing or left wing. Interesting. Memphis says, big up Memphis. Faz, tell Souness, blame Pogba, tell Nunes, stay at loser pole, and Carrickford to have some that called Martinez.
Central C, yeah.
First goal because of Eriksen. It's Sancho, Martial, Anthony. After one game, you guys forgotten how bad Rashford is. Ooh, that's it. Casemiro to Kazakhstan. Scott can be a squad player. He was decent today. He wasn't bad, in all honesty. He kept coming back from his
That's
position.
40 million from Newcastle.
Yeah, let Newcastle have him. But we'll sell 40 million for Newcastle. Andy Maguire for, well, no, we'll send 40 million we get off Newcastle to send Andy Maguire to Chelsea.
After today's game, it's 55, 60 million. I don't know what you're talking about. English tax,
Newcastle
mate.
is not going to pay no 60 million for no Scott McTominay.
Yes, it's Newcastle's the richest club in the world, and it's English tax. What are you saying? UK tax. What are you talking about? UK tax is real, and UK tax actually doesn't even exist, but I'm attaching it to him.
Yeah.
Collar up tax. High fast for live from Uganda, big win, but more from the players are needed. I agree. There's a little bit sometimes it feels like a little bit is missing because that miss from Elanga was criminal, man. That shit's criminal, man. I can't forgive that. For me, I can't forgive that.
I don't know if he's tried to place it or if he went for power. Like,
no, I think he just tried to get it around the goalkeeper and just didn't bend enough. But
I do have an issue with Phil Jones being in the club and Eric Bailly leaving. I do have an issue with Luke Shaw not leaving and being replaced by a second left back. But I can't have everything my way, and some things have to be filtered out bit by bit. It's just the way the world works, right? It's just the way of football business. I think Ten Hag has had a lot of players come in, and obviously a lot more players are coming in. Ralph Ragnick said what he said, and Man United are acting. What I do want to mention though, and bring up a little bit, is if now Frankie de Jong comes in, Scott, and then Anthony and Hakpo, you and I both know the Glazers out movement dies out quite quickly and quite a bit. It does. It happens all the time. What do we do now? I mean, it seems like, obviously, for me, anyways, this is my opinion. The board and the owners have no choice but to back the manager. Because prior, we've been able to squeeze out some results, some trophy, without all of the money, without all of the spending, without all of the players, and going about making PR signings, marquee signings. But now, to really have success, the owners need to do what Ten Hag says. But I'm just thinking they're not going anywhere. These owners are not going anywhere.
it's not. It's they can go on. And me personally, yeah, I will always be. I was there in 2005. I go to SC United matches more than I got. I go to see United matches. Yeah,
Hmm.
we did. Yeah, it was a founded club of a break-off club from Manchester United. Yeah, we founded our own football team. Yeah,
Hmm.
we've got an own stadium. I don't know if you've ever been, Faz, or not. You
Hmm.
should come. Yeah, it's a proper team. Yeah, um, but because we've got this Sir Jim Ratcliffe saying he wants to buy the club and stuff and whatever else, I think there's more
Hmm.
rallying. There's something more about it than you had before.
We'll see. We'll see what happens with the Glazers out movement.
But,
I myself am not sure.
but
See, the
I
problem with all the signings is that internationally, people are just gonna hop on that train more so because you bring in Casemiro, Frankie De Jong, Anthony. Those jerseys are gonna sell hands down. People
yeah,
will
they will
watch the
get
games.
it.
They will pay to watch the games. That anything they can do to see these players play and try to play well, they're going to do and they're going to pay for it, guaranteed.
Yeah, but see, like the thing is with that is right. You've got to be like to understand, yeah, where it comes with on the business side of it. Is, yeah, Adidas have already paid the Glazers the money to sponsor them. So regardless of whether or not you go out and buy a shirt that says Casemiro or whatever on it, yeah, they've already been paid for that. So they ain't making any more money on it. Adidas will do because it's their shirt.
Glazers will make a small percentage, but it's not nowhere near.
Yeah, they'll make a little bit of money on it, but it won't be as much as what Adidas make off on it. So what you do is you cut off Adidas, and they're getting nothing and data.
It'll be interesting to see what happens with the Glazers out movement, but because now this was the last home game until the deadline day. So there's no more home games. The
Yeah,
next
but
home
play
game,
Southampton, don't we? And Leicester away.
Southampton is away, isn't it? Yeah, Southampton
Yeah,
is.
yeah, Leicester is. Southampton and Leicester are they're our next two games.
And they're both away. So that's it, really. We'll have to see until deadline day, unless people start deciding to go outside the ground on a weekend or on a weekday to do a little protest. We'll see.
Oh,
But
Any predictions for Southampton?
we're winning 3-0.
I love it.
Yeah,
Definitely. I'm here for it.
3-0.
yeah, I'm definitely here for the win on Southampton. We played say if we played it with the same way we played today,
Mm.
we will. We should win. We should easily win it.
Gatsby, what do you think? I was gonna say Hakpo. Gatsby, what do you think?
Yeah. As long as you keep Harry Maguire and look sharp the first time, we'll win the game.
Keep them on that
Yes,
bench.
sir. That is the key.
Well, you heard it here. I think we're gonna win. Thank you everyone for tuning in. Big up Scott, big up Gatsby, big up Ed Woodward. Thank you very much. Ed Woodward with the Andres Pereira. Is it Andres Pereira
Yo,
that? I just realized. Big up. Thank you all for joining. Big up to all the others. Our Biddy, Trish,
oh,
Gray,
my icon. It's preseason Pirlo.
Gray, Hello. Yeah, big up everyone for joining. Thank you
And he's
all.
balling. He's balling at Fulham.
Yeah, big up. Thank you very much. Gatsby as well. Um, memberships are now open. If you want to join, you can join down below. Liverpool 1, Manchester United 2, Manchester United 2, Liverpool 1. Man, I'm gonna take a day off tomorrow. I'm not doing no stream, man. Fuck the stream, man. Let me go and relax. I've been I've been stressed out. I've been panicking. And guess what? I went and got a new haircut as well, by the way. I got a new haircut. Yeah, new fresh fade, fresh haircut. Um, yeah, and I went to the game, did my protest, and I said we were gonna win. I said we were gonna win. Nobody believed in me. They all laughed at me. They all said, Faz, why are you even going to a game that we're gonna lose? They said Malasia's getting fed to the Lions. They said uh, Salah and Diaz are gonna run riot. But deep down inside, something was telling me that we're gonna win. Something was telling me. Um, and the universe spoke. And yet again, and I the mad thing is I hate doing this. I hate saying I was right. All my life, I've hated saying I was right all my life. But I'm right again. I'm right again. Southampton, we're gonna win. Leicester, I have concerns. Southampton, we're gonna win. Yep. Anthony's landing in the UK in the next 48 to 72 hours. He's landing in the UK. Hackpo deal. No idea what the hell's going on with that. Anthony deal is gonna happen. Frankie De Jong deal. That's all I can say. That's all I can say with the Frankie De Jong deal. But today was Ten Hag masterclass. It was. I'm gonna go home. It's nearly 4 a.m. I was so happy, so dedicated to my members and to the people that support my channel that I even decided to come and eat in the studio. But all I know one thing is I'm here for the community. The community is here for me. We had a peaceful protest today. I'm very, very happy with that. Very, very chuffed that the protest was safe, sound, nobody got hurt. I did see an incident after the game, and all I'll say is I hope that individual's okay. That was nothing to do with the protest. I don't think that was just something that happened, but I hope that individual's okay. God bless that individual. Um, but yeah, go and check out my match reaction against match reaction on United View on United View's channel. So just go on YouTube and type in United View Faz. You'll probably see it, or United View Planet Faz. You will see that. Go and check out the player ratings. If you've not subscribed, drop a subscription. If you're not a member, become a member. You can come up on the stream and speak to me. Every time I stream, you can come up and speak. Members only group chat is now open. Members only group chat is going off as well. My members get all the info that I know first. They get everything first. So yeah, memberships are now open. The support that I've been receiving, thank you very much. But I don't want to get too used to this feeling just yet, because this team is known. This team is known to lift us up, and then there you go. So we'll take a game at a time. There's domestic cup coming. There's Europe coming. We'll see, man. We'll see. I'm just proud of my players. Every single one of them gave me something to be happy about. Yes, there's room for improvement. No, we're not the best team in the world right now. We're not best team in the league right now, but we're there after today. It's hard not to go and say, I believe. It's hard not to go and say, I think something is happening. I think Ten Hag revolution is happening. I really think so. I think that there's going to be a huge change in how we see football in Old Trafford. I think we need to back this manager. We need to stick behind him. And we need to stay fighting. I absolutely need to stay fighting. So what can we do? It's sad that as much as I'm happy, I'm very sad as well. As much as I'm happy, I'm very, very sad as well, because Ronaldo's leaving, and you all know how I feel about Ronaldo. You all know how I feel about Ronaldo. But what can we do? What can we do? He has to go. He has to go. I can't do it with Ronaldo anymore. Can't do it. Sancho is on watch. Close magnification watch right now. Magnification watch. Rashford better, but a lot more to go. Martial, hats off, kid. Keep that going. Varane, what a Rolls Royce of a player. But we'll see, man. Long season's long. We're not even done with August yet. So we're not even in December, January, February yet. Season's long. Strap in. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Take care.